Hey everyone, and welcome back to Tune In English, your go-to channel for real, everyday English. I'm Adam, and I'm super excited to have my friend Maya here with us today.
Hi, Adam. Thanks for having me. I'm happy to be here.
We're diving into a topic we all care about, how to stay healthy. Not just eating veggies, but the little habits, mindset shifts, and yes, even the funny phrases native speakers use when talking about wellness.
Exactly. And don't worry, we'll explain those idioms clearly later, so stick around.
Great point. While you listen, try repeating phrases out loud. It really helps your speaking. And if you're enjoying the episode, hit like and subscribe so you never miss a lesson.
Ready to tune in? Let's get into it.
So, Maya, when you hear stay healthy, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
Honestly, sleep. I used to burn the candle at both ends, working late and waking up early.
Oh, wow, I did that too. I thought I was being productive, but I just felt run down all the time.
Right? Like your body's running on empty. That's when I realized health isn't just salads and gym selfies. It starts with tiny choices.
Totally, like drinking water instead of soda, or taking the stairs. Small stuff that adds up over time.
Yes, and it's not about being perfect. Some days I skip my walk, but I don't beat myself up. I just get back on the horse the next day.
I love that phrase. It's so forgiving. Because let's be real, life gets messy. You miss a workout, you eat pizza for dinner. That's okay.
Exactly. Health isn't a straight line. It's more like a wobbly path with snacks on the side.
Snacks are essential, but seriously, what's one habit that changed everything for you?
Setting a bedtime alarm, not a wake-up one, a bedtime one. At first, it felt silly, but now I hit the hay at 10 p.m. like clockwork.
Wow, I still scroll till midnight. My eyes feel like sandpaper the next day.
Same. And that messes up your whole day. You're dragging yourself through the day, chugging coffee just to stay awake.
Yes, I remember one week I only slept 5 hours a night. By Friday, I couldn't focus at all. Felt like my brain was foggy.
That's your body screaming, hey, slow down. We ignored those signals until we crash.
True. I used to think rest was lazy, but now I see it as part of the process. You can't pour from an empty cup, right?
Exactly. And it's not just sleep. Hydration matters too. I keep a big water bottle on my desk. If I see it, I drink it.
Smart. I tried that too, but I kept forgetting. Then I downloaded an app that goes ding every hour, time to hydrate.
Tech to the rescue, but even better, pair habits. Like after I brush my teeth, I drink a glass of water.
Ooh, habit stacking. I read about that. Makes new routines stick faster.
Right. And don't try to change everything at once. Pick one thing, master it, then add another.
So if someone's feeling overwhelmed, where should they start?
Ask yourself, what's one thing that would make tomorrow easier? Maybe it's prepping lunch the night before, or putting your running shoes by the door.
Love that. It's not about huge overhauls, it's about baby steps.
Yes, and celebrate those small wins. Finish the walk? Great. Drank 8 glasses of water? Awesome.
Because motivation follows action, not the other way around.
Exactly. You don't feel like running? Do 5 minutes anyway. Often, that's all it takes to get going.
I've noticed that too. Once I'm moving, I usually finish the whole workout. But starting, that's the hard part.
Which is why we need kindness, not criticism. Talk to yourself like you talk to a friend.
You got this, not you're so lazy.
Yes, and remember, health includes your mind. Stress, loneliness, anxiety, they affect your body too.
So true. Maybe that's our next topic, mental wellness.
Definitely. But for now, small habits, consistency over intensity.
Couldn't agree more. Before we go deeper, let's break down the phrases we just used. Maya and I will walk you through them. Repeat after us to practice. Phrase 1. Burn the candle at both ends. Meaning, to work or do activities very late and very early, with little rest. Example, she's been burning the candle at both ends studying for exams.
Phrase 2, run down, meaning feeling tired, weak, or lacking energy. Example, after the flu, I felt completely run down for weeks.
Phrase 3, odds up, meaning small things gradually become significant over time. Example, walking 20 minutes a day really adds up to better health.
Phrase 4, get back on the horse, meaning to try again after a failure or break. Example, missed your workout yesterday? Just get back on the horse today.
Phrase 5, hit the hay, meaning to go to bed. Example, I'm exhausted. I'm going to hit the hay early tonight.
Phrase 6, dragging yourself through the day, meaning moving slowly and tiredly because you're exhausted. Example, after 3 nights of poor sleep, I was dragging myself through the day.
Phrase 7, part of the process, meaning something necessary in a longer journey or effort. Example, rest days are part of the process when you're building strength.
Phrase 8, baby steps, meaning very small, easy actions that lead to bigger change. Example, start with baby steps, like drinking 1 more glass of water daily.
Welcome back. Last time we talked about small habits like sleep and hydration. Today, let's talk about 2 big ones, food and movement.
Yes, but let's be real. This isn't about strict diets or punishing workouts. It's about feeling good in your body.
Totally. I used to think healthy eating meant no carbs, no sugar, no fun. I'd go cold turkey on everything I loved.
Oh no, that never lasts. You end up binging on cookies at midnight.
Guilty. Now I follow the 80-20 rule. Eat well 80% of the time, enjoy treats 20%. No guilt.
That's sustainable. And it's not about good or bad foods. It's about balance. Like, yes to veggies, but also yes to pizza with friends.
Exactly. Food is joy, not just fuel. But how do you handle cravings?
I ask, am I hungry or just bored or stressed? Sometimes I just need a walk, not a snack.
Smart. I keep fruit on my desk. If I'm peckish, I grab an apple instead of chips.
Same. And I meal prep on Sundays. Not fancy, just rice, beans, roasted veggies. Makes weekdays easier.
I tried that once and forgot my lunch at home. But seriously, planning helps.
It does. Even if it's just chopping veggies ahead of time. Saves you from grabbing junk when you're starving.
Ah, that's me after 8 p.m. My willpower vanishes.
Mine too. That's why I don't keep ice cream in the house. Out of sight, out of mind.
Good call. Now, what about movement? You don't have to run marathons, right?
Not at all. Movement is anything that gets your body going. Dancing in the kitchen counts.
Yes, I love walking while listening to podcasts. It's my daily dose of fresh air and ideas.
Perfect. The key is finding joy in it. If you hate running, don't run. Try swimming, yoga, even gardening.
I tried yoga once and fell over in downward dog.
Laughs. We've all been there, but you kept going, right?
Yeah, because I felt amazing after. Calm, stretched, in a better headspace.
That's the magic. Exercise isn't just for your body, it's a mood booster.
True. On tough days, a 10-minute walk resets my whole mindset.
And you don't need a gym. Body weight workouts at home work great. Or just take the stairs.
I do that now. My legs burn at first, but soon it feels easy.
That's your body getting into the groove. Consistency builds strength, physical and mental.
Speaking of mental, how do you stay motivated?
I don't rely on motivation. I rely on routine. My workout is at 7 a.m. No debate.
Wow, I admire that. I still hit snooze 3 times.
Laughs. Start small. Even 5 minutes counts. The hardest part is getting off the couch.
So true. Once I'm up and moving, I usually do more. But that first step, brutal.
Which is why I lay out my workout clothes the night before. Less friction in the morning.
Genius. Little tricks like that make a big difference.
And remember, some movement is always better than none. Don't let perfect be the enemy of good.
Love that. Health isn't about extremes. It's about showing up for yourself gently.
Yes. And if you miss a day, no drama. Just start again tomorrow.
That mindset shift changed everything for me, from punishment to care.
Exactly. Your body isn't the enemy, it's your partner. Treat it kindly.
Beautifully said.
Before we move on, let's review the phrases we used in this section. Repeat after us to practice speaking. Phrase 1, go cold turkey, meaning to suddenly and completely stop a habit like eating sugar or caffeine. Example, he went cold turkey on coffee and felt awful for 3 days.
Phrase 2, binging, meaning eating a large amount of food quickly, often when not hungry. Example, after the diet, she ended up binging on chocolate.
Phrase 3, meal prep, meaning preparing meals or ingredients ahead of time for the week. Example, I meal prep every Sunday to save time on busy days.
Phrase 4, grabbing junk, meaning quickly choosing unhealthy snacks, usually out of hunger or habit. Example, when I'm stressed, I end up grabbing junk from the vending machine.
Phrase 5, daily dose, meaning a small, regular amount of something beneficial. Example, my daily dose of sunshine helps my mood so much.
All right, Maya. So far, we've covered habits, food, and movement. But here's the thing. Health isn't just physical.
Absolutely. If your mind's stressed or you're feeling lonely, your body feels it too.
Right? I used to think if I just eat clean and work out, I'll be fine. But I was still anxious all the time.
That's because wellness is whole person. It includes your thoughts, your relationships, even your screen time.
Oh man, screen time? I scroll for hours and wonder why I feel drained.
Same. That's why I set boundaries with my phone. No screens after 9 p.m.
Wow, I wish I had that discipline. My phone's like a magnet.
It's not about discipline, it's about design. I charge it in the kitchen, not my bedroom. Out of reach, out of mind.
Smart. Small change, big impact.
Exactly. And another thing, connection. Humans need real talk, not just texts.
So true. During lockdown, I felt out of sorts. Not sick, but off.
That's loneliness. It's like a silent stressor. Even one coffee with a friend can reset your whole week.
I've noticed that. After a good chat, I sleep better, eat better, even walk taller.
Because you feel seen, supported. That's powerful medicine.
But what if you're shy or everyone's busy?
Start small. Send a voice note. Say, hey, I was thinking of you. Most people feel the same way, they just don't say it.
That's brave, but worth it.
And don't forget self talk. Are you kind to yourself or do you beat yourself up over small mistakes?
Guilty. I used to say things like, ugh, you're so lazy after skipping a workout.
Ooh, would you say that to a friend?
Never. I'd say, it's okay, tomorrow's a new day.
So say that to yourself. Your inner voice matters.
That's a habit I'm still practicing, but it's getting easier.
Progress, not perfection. And speaking of stress, do you have a go-to move when things feel overwhelming?
Deep breathing. Just 3 slow breaths. It sounds simple, but it really hits the reset button.
Yes. Or stepping outside. Fresh air changes everything.
Totally. Sometimes I just stand barefoot on the grass. Feels grounding.
I love that. Nature is free therapy.
But here's a question. What if you're doing everything right and still feel off?
Then it's time to pause and listen. Maybe you need more rest, or a change in routine, or even professional support.
Right. Asking for help isn't weakness, it's wisdom.
Exactly. Health isn't a solo mission. It's okay to lean on others.
I think that's the biggest takeaway. Wellness is personal. Your version might look totally different from mine.
Yes, maybe your healthy is hiking mountains. Mine is reading in a quiet cafe. Both count.
And it's not static. Some weeks, healthy means meal prepping. Other weeks, it's ordering takeout and resting.
Because life happens, and that's okay. The goal isn't a perfect body. It's a resilient, kind relationship with yourself.
Beautifully said.
So remember, small steps, self-kindness, real connection, and don't forget to laugh.
Laughter really is medicine. Even if that's just laughing at yourself for tripping over your yoga mat.
Been there. But hey, that's living.
And that's what health is really about. Feeling alive, not just not sick.
Couldn't agree more.
Now, let's go over the phrases we used in this final part. Practice saying them out loud with us.
Phrase 1. Set boundaries. Meaning, to create clear limits to protect your time, energy, or well-being. Example, I set boundaries with work emails. I don't check them after 7 p.m.
Phrase 2. Out of sorts. Meaning, feeling slightly unwell, unsettled, or emotionally off balance. Example, I've been out of sorts all week. Just need a good night's sleep.
Phrase 3. Beat yourself up. Meaning, to criticize yourself harshly for a mistake or flaw. Example, don't beat yourself up for eating dessert. It's just one meal.
Phrase 4. Go-to move. Meaning your favorite or most reliable action in a certain situation. Example, my go-to move when stressed is a 10-minute walk.
Phrase 5. Hits the reset button. Meaning, something that quickly refreshes your mind or mood. Example, listening to my favorite song really hits the reset button.
Phrase 6. Grounding. Meaning a calming technique that helps you feel connected to the present moment. Example, walking barefoot on grass is a simple grounding practice.
Phrase 7. Life happens. Meaning, unexpected events occur, and it's okay to adjust your plans. Example, I missed my workout, but life happens. I'll try again tomorrow.
Awesome job sticking with us today. Remember, don't just listen to these phrases, use them. Say them out loud, text a friend, or even talk to your pet.
Every time you practice, you're building real natural English. And guess what? You can download a free PDF with the full story and all the example sentences. Links in the description.
If you enjoyed this episode, please hit like, subscribe, and comment below. Which phrase was your favorite? Baby steps, hit the reset button? We'd love to know.
New videos come out every week with more everyday English, useful idioms, and friendly chats like this one.
Thanks so much for tuning in. You're doing great. Keep going.
We'll see you in the next video.